What's going on, you guys? It's AskCatBrain. You guys know the video, and in today's video, we're going to be picking back up the HYPERSCAPE series and continuing with the reconstructed, playlist that I've been doing. So today's video is going to be HYPERSCAPE. Join the HYPERSCAPE community, and man, do I ever want to preach that message right now? Because if this game is truly coming back, and especially on PC, where the game started in the first place, might as well go ahead and preach, join the community again. So, man, I'm excited to get back into it. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series like I've been saying. And without further ado, I guess we'll jump right into it. We'll probably do this one since it's a little bit shorter, and then go ahead and do this longer, like almost 10-minute one. And we'll probably go ahead and react to that one as we're going through it. Probably even both of these, that way I don't have to watch them back again. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get back into some more of these videos, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and again check that quality, because it loves to kick itself onto auto, and then we will go ahead and start it up.
Hi everybody, my name's Eric Pope and I'm a senior community developer on HYPERSCAPE. Today we wanted to give you a look at all the places you can connect with us online. We believe it's really important for you to understand that.
Look at all those lanyards in the background. That's crazy, dude.
There's actually a whole team of wonderful people here working on HYPERSCAPE out in the channels where you are. They're out there with you, logging your feedback, logging your bugs, answering your questions, and creating meaningful content that hopefully you'll all enjoy. So of course, we're always going to be pulling your feedback from across the internet in numerous channels, but there are some key locations where we'll be directly involved. First and foremost, we'll be maintaining the official home away from HYPERSCAPE on Discord.
The verified Discord server will bring you all of HYPERSCAPE news and key updates in one place as they happen straight from the source. But more importantly, we build this server as a meeting space for our players to share ideas, squad up, and build connections with each other.
I'm curious to know if that Discord server is still up. I'd be curious to go back through that and just kind of check it out sometime.
Easily joining matches right from Discord with rich presence. It's a space for you to go from being just a player to become an active member of the community.
If you're more interested in getting HYPERSCAPE updates where you're at, you'll find our active Twitter and Instagram accounts may be the best fit for you. We plan on keeping these channels flush with your creations, so if you've made some cool fan art, cosplays, or video clips, make sure to tag us so we can show them off.
If you prefer to spend your time outside the game in a more neutral territory, that's what the HYPERSCAPE subreddit is for. HYPERSCAPE subreddit is owned and run independently by its players, with frequent visits from the folks on the HYPERSCAPE team to answer.
Did you guys see that comment, dude? Let me just go back real quick. What the hell is that, bro? Jesus Christ. Yo, me after 5 years of not playing the game.
its players, with frequent visits from the folks on the HYPERSCAPE team to answer questions and feedback. We value the type of unfiltered discussions that happen on Reddit, but also believe in setting up our community to be as free from toxicity as possible.
If you're looking to improve your gameplay, we have tips and tricks coming to Game Plan at the start of our launch. If you're a video content creator, please feel free to contact us to see how you can be involved with Game Plan.
As you can see, we want there to be a place for anyone seeking to be a part of this new community. We strongly believe that the more diverse the range of voices, the better that community is going to be as a whole. In the HYPERSCAPE community, your voice will always have value.
You'll see more of us in future videos, but I think that's enough talking for now. We're actually a lot more interested in what you have to say, so we'll see you online.
Before we jump into this next one, man, dude, that's so sad to see, because like it's almost like they took that feedback that the community gave too much to heart and straight up just said, all right, people just don't like the game, we're done with it, we give up on this. Like, because they said all of our feedback matters, and like I was saying before, it's the vocal minority that gets heard. So it's like when everybody's shouting from the rooftops that actually, like, streams and plays the game, shouting from the rooftops that they don't like the game, then of course everybody else is just going to follow suit whether they've played the game or not. It's very unfortunate. And then when you're getting all these negative comments and feedback from people that haven't even ever played the game, but they're going to act like they have, they're like, oh, I've I've seen all I need to see type shit. Obviously that's like even more discouraging to the devs as well. So of course it's like, I don't know. I feel like they should have really stuck with it and just dug down deep, kind of like No Man's Sky did. And man, they had a rocky ass start. Like that game was terrible at first. And nowadays, No Man's Sky is a vast experience to go ahead and play. There's so much to do in that game. It is literally like the online space pirate GTA. Like it's so many different things to do in No Man's Sky. Like they could have easily gotten to that point with Hyperscape. They could have done so much to the game, and it sucks to see that they kind of just said, we're calling it quits. Pulling funding. Man, sucks.
The HYPERSCAPE PC open beta is live.
So this video, before we jump in, because I have been forgetting to do that in the other videos, but this video is called How to Get a Crown Victory in HYPERSCAPE, of course. So
Live right now, and we're going to show you how to win a match. The good news is you don't need to rack up 20 kills to win a match of HYPERSCAPE. If you take smart engagements and make good use of your hacks, you can come out on top. As you can see, as we're dropping in, we're pinging our location, communicating with our teammates, letting them know where we're going. Hopefully they can drop nearby us as well, because you want your team support, especially when you first drop, because that's when you're very vulnerable. So as you can see, I'm breaking down, I'm entering one of the painted buildings. Painted buildings are where you're going to find loot. And as you can see, I immediately encounter an enemy. They pick up a Ripper a little bit before me. I don't have a weapon yet, so I'm immediately getting out. I don't want to take that fight. I'm going to go into this other building here, try to find loot. I still have my baton, haven't found a weapon yet.
let me just point out, if that was an actual match, like this is obviously some sort of like all devs match or something like that, or playtesters, they know not to kill this guy because he's doing the video or whatever. That dude 100%, if he was in your match and he saw you run out of the building like that with no weapon, he would have chased your ass down with that Ripper, I'll tell you what.
Looking for anything that can help me. I pick up a wall hack, I pick up a ball hack. These can be good to get me out of places I don't want to be, out of bad situations. And early on in a game, you don't want to take any fight you're not ready for. So you notice here, I see a mine, it sees me too. I'm not going to be able to get out in time, so I put up a wall and...
Screw you guys. Screw you guys. The mine was terrible. Anybody that used the mine, screw you. Screw you guys. You know who you are.
and it's able to stop the mine in its tracks and defend me. Using your hacks smartly is always going to be very important to get out of a bad situation. In this case, the wall hack is super helpful for not taking fights you don't want to take, blocking enemies, blocking mines in this case. Here I notice we're a bit spread out as a team, so I'm deciding to get closer to my teammates. Hopefully we can help each other out. There, that mine got me. I wasn't able to get the wall up in time, but that's okay. Luckily there's no one on us right at the moment. Although we do find someone here, they get the drop on us. Luckily, we're able to come out on top using the Hex Fire. Oh, I'm hurting. At this point, I hear footsteps in the building, so I'm anticipating enemies are nearby. So I'm trying to regroup, get in a good position to take them on. I notice that...
I'll be honest, this game was very much so like Siege in the sense of it was hard to tell if enemies were upstairs or downstairs. And like, sure, in instance where you can see like, okay, they have a mine upstairs, it's pretty obvious they're more than likely above you. But like in the off chance they're just like running around, they could potentially be up here or down here. The audio sounds so similar that it is kind of hard to tell. And I feel like Siege has always had that same problem for me personally. Maybe I just don't have enough of enough game sense for Siege. Like I don't know. Maybe I just need to put way more time into that. But yeah, anyways.
Mine nearby as well. But I'm also going through and I'm trying to loot as well. I'm trying to fuse my weapons. The way HYPERSCAPE works is that any duplicate item you see, whether it be a hack or a weapon, can be fused to make a more powerful version of that.
The extra jump.
So here I come across two enemies. It's not a fight I'm super keen on taking because, again, they outnumber me. So I wall off one entrance, hoping I can just fight one of them at a time. They've dropped a heal too and broken my wall, but now I have my teammate with me as well. So I'm laying down as many shots as I can. Probably should be a bit more accurate here, but I'm missing some, taking a mine to the face. Trying to put down my shots. Again, I wasn't happy with that engagement. I was low on health. I put up a wall, got out of there. And you can
Dude
see
just
my
got so
teammate
lucky.
Picks up the kills. Nice. I'm going to pause right here for a second, and you'll notice 3 red skulls on my screen. These pop up anytime you get a kill or an assist, and each of those skulls is indicative of one person on the opposite team that you were fighting. So in this case, 3 skulls means that we know we've eliminated that whole squad. We've eliminated all 3 of those players. If we were to only see one skull pop up, we know that there's 2 more players left on that squad. It's really important to pay attention to whether you've wiped out a squad or not.
Sick.
See, and I always loved that feature too, because not a lot of battle royales was doing that sort of thing at the time.
So here, another team came up behind us. I knew they had the jump on us. It wasn't going to be a fight we wanted to take. So again, I tossed up a wall and I blocked them off just to give us time to sort of regroup, assess the situation, and take a more favorable engagement. Again, the wall is a really good hack for staying out of fights you don't want to take. So here, I'm a little bit separated from my team. I see one has already gone down. Another one is taking a lot of shots. I immediately try to get in, help them out. Get 1 kill. As I'm chasing this player down, I realize they pop their armor hack, which makes them invulnerable.
Like, you see how long it actually takes you to heal? And people complain about the long time to kill in this game. Like, unless you have this little health pack thing that drops onto the ground and it's just an area of effect that heals you gradually, unless you have that, it takes quite a while to heal. So it was never really a big issue that it took a long time to kill people. And, like, yeah, sure, you have plenty of things like teleport or slam or, like, shockwave, things to get out of a bad situation. But, again, it comes down to skill and being able to use those things in the first place in order to get away and be able to heal. It took at least, I would have to say, like 15 seconds or so before your health would actually start regenerating. It was a pretty decent chunk of time.
Vulnerable, and as I keep pursuing, they also drop their invisibility hack. So I realize I'm not going to track them down. I'm better off just trying to bring back my teammates at this point. Do you see any revive stuff?
Yeah, there's one right below you. In this room we killed those people in.
Great. In HYPERSCAPE, you can bring back your teammates at restore points, any location where an enemy player went down themselves. Here, I go to restore our last teammate, and I notice that there's another enemy there, probably trying to do the same thing with one of their teammates.
See, like, watch this. Killing an enemy. Watch this if he actually kills the enemy.
The wall probably ends up doing
Okay, well, in that case, it kind of works either way. You kind of see, like, upon dying or upon eliminating a player, like his teammates clearly, oh, bruh, Rain Day is in this shit right now? Crazy, dude. Crazy. Shout out to Rain Day. Anyways. So, he got eliminated over here, dropped a pad. Obviously, dude, we were just watching play, died. This dropped a pad as well. Each one of those pads are essentially a respawn point. So, like, those are going to stay there for the rest of the game. I believe up until this sector were to, like, deteriorate, and then they would despawn or something like that. But other than that, they stay there for the rest of the game. So that's, like, a bunch of different respawn points, and they can spawn literally anywhere. And there is no other way to respawn a teammate. So you would have to either, and like, it's weird because if your teammate were to die, you can't just restore them where they died either. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if like an enemy killed your teammate and your teammate's now a shadow or a echo as they call it, they can't just simply go back to where they died and, oh, well, now I have my own respawn point because I just dropped one because I died. That's not how that works. It had a mechanic where you couldn't use like your own or like your teammates or something like that at very least.
But luckily, my teammate, who we just restored, was able to finish not only that enemy, but another one as well. The mine comes in, the shotgun, the mammoth sweeps in, and because we took down those two
See how much
enemies right
damage
there,
that mine did?
we get a restore point. We get instantly brought back right where we went down as well, so that means we get our old loadout back. All of our weapons and hacks are still right there, and we're finally able to revive our third teammate as well. We're basically back at full strength right now. So we went from one engagement almost directly into the next, but you'll notice the difference here is that we have our full team with us. In HYPERSCAPE, you want to take as many fights with your team as possible. You don't want to be fighting on your own as much as you can avoid it.
But like I said, people liked to play it that way anyways, even though they did recommend playing it as like a full team playing all together. People liked to go ahead and go in pairs of two and then have that one person sit back, like I was saying in the previous video, where, you know, they would play one character, play super safe, and then the other two people go take all the fights. And that way, if they die, that person sitting back in the building can still get them back.
And you could see with those 3 skulls there, we realized we've wiped the team. Free to loot, free to fuse our hack.
So I also wanted to point that out, actually, because he didn't really use his wall there, so you couldn't really see it. But I did want to mention this in one of my other videos, forgot to mention it. The abilities, they kind of work differently when you pick them up versus the weapons. Like, obviously, the weapons are going to give you ammo and then some sort of modification to your weapon. The mods, on the other hand, they get like a reduced cooldown or like a faster or better, like maybe like a longer duration. It varies depending on what mod you have, of course, or hack rather. But the thing I wanted to point out was if you used a wall and then you were to go pick up another wall, it would immediately just like negate your cooldown. It would just immediately refresh it and then also give you that upgraded bar, of course. So it was crazy to do certain things with, like, you know, mines or health fields or like back-to-back like invulnerabilities. Crazy combinations you could do just by going over and, like, say you had a wall, somebody's trying to get around the wall, you know, you need to block them off from that other direction. You could run over to another wall and then, you know, have that cooldown just immediately negated, be able to throw up another one.
Our weapons, pick up some ammo. It's important to pay attention to not only your loadout, but your teammates' loadout as well. So you can see here, I have a Ripper and a Hexfire. The Ripper is sort of like your standard assault rifle, while the Hexfire is a minigun. I can see here my teammate has a Protocol 5, which is the game's sniper rifle, as well as a Ripper, while my other teammate has a Salvo, which is a grenade launcher, and a Ripper as well. Anytime I notice one of these weapons in the world, I want to make sure to ping them for my teammates. That way, they can pick them up, fuse them with the weapons they already have, and create more powerful versions.
Down to the final 4 squads.
I hear something near me.
Yeah, I did too. Here, as we're moving towards the zone, we hear footsteps behind us, we hear a team from behind us, and so we turn around, we try to get some shots off on them. It's always really important to try to gatekeep if you can. It's a really powerful move if you're in a zone, or at least closer to a zone, and you have a team coming in from further away, because you know where they have to get to. You know they have to come to you, so it gives you a very advantageous position to try and pick them off from far away. So it's only 2 squads left. We're one of the final squads, and at this point, the crown is set to appear. Now in HYPERSCAPE, you can win one of 2 ways. You can eliminate.
See, I was talking about that before, like right there, where the building was still kind of deteriorating. Like, you can still kind of see it there. They're not able to actually use it, though. Like, you can see they're, like, basically just stuck ground floor. They're caught out in the open now, and this guy has high ground, and he's able to just easily beam this dude. So, yeah, definitely do not get caught in the open like that.
To appear. Now in HYPERSCAPE, you can win one of 2 ways. You can eliminate all the other opponents, or you can grab the crown and hold it for 45 seconds. Now we know the crown's about to spawn right next to us, but we have a little bit too much heat on us. I pop a wall here to try to get out. That's not a fight I want to take.
The crown is in hand. Level up.
Crown's up for grabs, but we get eliminated right here.
Ah, they got me.
That was a crazy shot, to be honest, like through the railing there.
That person next to me.
Okay, coming in. But again, our teammates are talking to us, they're communicating. We see a restore point nearby. We're able to get on it, and our teammate is able to bring us back. Again, you want to try to fight with as many people as possible in HYPERSCAPE. So we know there's only one team left. We've taken down one of them. Maybe they've already brought that teammate back. But if we can put the odds in our favor, or at least even the odds, we know we'll be better off in the long run.
Skybreaker was cracked if you knew how to use it. Thing was actually goated.
So our teammate has taken down the crown carrier. That means the crown is up for grabs.
He's like going easy on him.
We're going to make a play for it here. We pop the armor so we become invulnerable.
I got
The crown has been picked up.
I realize I'm not hitting my shots. This is a fight I don't want to take. At this point, I have the crown. I just need to stay alive for the 45 seconds. Don't be afraid.
See, that's smart thinking there.
Disengage if you're just not connecting on your shots. Again, you can win in HYPERSCAPE without needing to eliminate the other team.
I don't like my weapons.
Here, there's someone on my tail. I realize they've hit me a little bit.
I like it. I'll pick up our guy.
To stop the crown room.
I pop my armor to get some invulnerability. All I need to do is stay alive, and my team is keeping them occupied. I'm able to get away. We hold on to the crown for 45 seconds, and we win the game.
Yeah!
So there you have it. That's how you win a game of HYPERSCAPE. Even
And,
if you're not
dude, like I
racking
said,
up kills, even if you're not hitting every single shot you want, you can still win a game of HYPERSCAPE. You can still contribute to your team.
yeah. Yeah, no, literally though. Like I said, not everybody is gonna freaking try to, push every single fight. Some people are gonna go for that crown win. And honestly, there was nothing better feeling than somebody chasing you down for that entire 45 seconds and you keep just barely getting away, and every single time it's like they get another angle on you, you have just barely started to heal again, you just barely get away again, and it's just like cat and mouse that entire time, and you just barely hold it long enough to get that 45 seconds in. Nothing felt better, man. And like, yeah, you could also, eliminate everybody and get that, last person standing victory, but something about that crown win just felt so good in this game, man.
If you like this video, subscribe to this channel and visit us at news.ubisoft.com.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Fierce. Pisix, let me know. Let me know when it happens. If you guys watch this, let me know. I'll be there. I'll be there.